when the time of the captivity took place, when Israel was in captive in Babylon, Jeremiah the prophet spoke to God's people, and he told them, you're going to be there a while in Babylon. It was going to be 70 years. Daniel ultimately read Jeremiah's prophecy and said, it's going to be a while, folks. So build houses and plant gardens and plant vineyards and make a life here. But in saying that, he also said, seek the good of the city where you are. And I look at that and I see that as a value. We're in exile too, in a sense. We're living among, in a foreign territory. This world is not our home. We often would say, that old song, this world's not my home, I'm passing through. Well, so this isn't my true home either, but I'm here for a while. So I need to seek the good of my city. So some things that I think are good. In the community, every community has areas of need. It may be people who need food or housing. It may be sidewalks and safety. It may be schools who have areas of need. There may be hungry children. There are ways for churches in any community to say, how can I seek the good of my community? For me, personally, one thing I do, I've joined a local service club. There are a lot of good ones. I've joined Rotary, and I did it mainly because I wanted to do something good for the community, and I wanted to meet other community leaders. And I've been there for a dozen years or so, but it allows me to meet people, to get involved in things in the community. People know who I am, and in some cases are surprised that here I am in their community meeting. But I can explain, if I'm asked, I care about the community. This is my home. So how can I seek the good of the community? Also, as a church, we seek the good of the community by finding places in the community to be involved without asking anything back. So that would involve things like when there's a community festival, there are some, every community has some kind of party. Well, we show up whenever we can. We have a canopy that has the name of the church on it and our logo, and we are the free water church. We go to a store in town that sells lots of bottles of water, and we buy a whole truckload, and we give out bottles of water. Not with a sermon, not with a bulletin, not with a tract. We give out bottles of water. People know who we are. We're wearing t-shirts that say Sunset Bible Church on it. And if they want to talk to us about spiritual things, they could. But we make it very low key. That is, seek the good of the city. The city knows we're the free water church, and that we'll show up at a community festival. We'll give out hundreds and hundreds of bottles of water. Freely you've received, freely give. That's our style. Other people want to do other things. We walk in a community parade. We have a community parade that anybody can join. We go. We put our band on the flatbed of a truck, and they play music the community knows. The mayor called us to say, would your band play in this setting? We've been playing in that setting for 10 years. It's an event in the summer. We play for the community because the community knows we know their language, and we'll honor them by playing music that they know. So those are just some very practical things. And I think in any community, a church can find a way to say, how can I speak your language? How can I meet a true need? And I would just close this section with this. It is very important to us as a church to be the kind of church in our community that if we were to leave, the community would be sad to see us go because they know we're good for the community. So we try to find ways to make that so.